G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. My name is Sean. If you're new here and you don't know what I talk about gaming, streaming, peripherals, tutorials, everything and anything technology related really. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Asus ROG Strix Flare keyboard. This is the one with the Cherry MX Blue switches, and this was sent over to me from the guys at JW Computers in Sydney, so shout out to those guys. In conjunction with Asus, they wanted to know what I thought about this particular keyboard and whether or not I think it's worth the money that they're asking for it. So I've been using this keyboard now for a few days, been pleasantly surprised by this keyboard. I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and experiences on this product entirely. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comment section below, and let's begin. Alrighty guys, so as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the Asus ROG Strix Flare mechanical keyboard. The one that I've got is with the Cherry MX Blue switches, which they are the switch which has a little bit of a bump at the beginning and then they press down. So they're a little bit clicky, but they're not super loud or intrusive or anything like that. Although, if you're in an office maybe with other people, they may find it annoying. It's going to be completely up to you and your environment, but at home, if you're in like a little gaming den, or you're in your bedroom or study or wherever it might be, I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. I personally use Cherry MX red switches. I like that linear feeling, but the blue switches, I have to say, are really nice as well as an alternative. So it's just personal preference. You can pick up this keyboard with different switches. You just have to shop around for that particular one if you do want a different switch. The things from the outset that I really liked about this keyboard are the dedicated media keys being above the WASD on the left hand side. I think that's really, really nice, only having to reach a little bit to get to those media keys. Also, the fact that the lighting, it's individual RGB lighting under each key, and then you've also got some underglow on the keyboard as well. So depending on your desk, you get a bit of an under neon glow on the keyboard as well, which is really nice. But the other thing that I really like about it is I'm already using a Asus motherboard, an ROG Strix X370 gaming motherboard, which has the Aura Sync. So if you're into RGB lighting and that's something that you really value, and you already have some Asus accessories or Asus components in your PC, then this keyboard is going to slot in and sync up really nicely. So as I mentioned, with the motherboard syncing my fans, my LED light bar that I've got in the PC, and then plugging in the keyboard, and there's even an Asus mouse that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. All of those components sync up with Aura Sync really nicely, and it's so simple to go ahead and configure lighting, not just for your PC or the accessories, but to do everything really seamlessly in 1 or 2 clicks is really, really great. The keyboard, it has anti-ghosting, so you've got N key rollover, you've got 1000 hertz polling rate, so every key is going to get registered no matter what. The other thing with the keyboard that I really liked is the fact that there is a USB pass-through. So the keyboard itself has 2 USBs coming off it, one for power I guess and one for the USB pass-through, and then the keyboard has a USB input. It's not really specified if it's USB 2 or USB 3. I would probably have to assume USB 2 at this point, but the point of that is so you could maybe plug in your gaming headset, or if you have a USB mouse you could plug in that, but really any USB peripheral should work into that port. The weight of the keyboard, it is a bit of a hefty keyboard, I've got to say. It's 1,256 grams or 1.2 kilos, which is a really solid keyboard, and I think that's really reflected in the price that they're charging for it as well. This keyboard is in the premium keyboard section. You can find it anywhere between $220 and $260 Australian. I believe the RRP is around $239 or $249, but I believe what you're getting for that money is a keyboard that's going to last a long time. So if you're spending a couple $100, you don't want the keyboard to be flexing, you don't want the keys to feel like they're going to break on you or anything like that. And this keyboard is definitely not going to do that. At least in my experience, in my testing, this keyboard's got very, very little flex. The keys are extremely strong. I feel like you could use this thing as a weapon, self-defense. It is insane. It is heavy though, as I mentioned, so probably not wanting to take this with you if you go into LANs and things like that. but as a keyboard for your daily grind, for your gaming sessions, it's definitely going to hold up years and years and years into the future. The keycaps, there's no stickers on them, which is nice. They're basically being like, I can see laser etched, so the light shines through, so you don't really run the risk of like your oils from your hands or your fingertips getting onto the keys and rubbing those key letters off, which you can get on some of the cheaper keyboards out there. So it's really nice that they've gone to the effort of actually laser etching the letters into the keys and then having the light shine through, so there's no risk of the keys deteriorating from what I can see. You've got some media control keys, you've got a Windows lock key, you've got your brightness key. The volume scroll is like a little scrolly bar, which is nice. There's no like individual pressing up and down for volume. You've got function keys with the software. There's an Asus Armory software that you can download to set up macros if that's something that you want to do. Something else is pretty cool about this keyboard, just from a personalization point of view, is there's this little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's this little kind of, what material would this be? Like a perspex kind of thing. And basically you can use the one that's included with the ROG gaming logo, or they give you actually a blank one in the box to essentially put a sticker on it, or you might want to take it to a printer and get it like laser etched with maybe your initials or a slogan, or if you're in a clan, maybe you want to put your clan logo or your clan name in there, whatever you want. So that's pretty cool that they do think about the personalization. The cable, as I mentioned, is nice and thick. It's braided, it's got plenty of length. I think it's about 1.5–2 meters long. It also comes with a detachable palm rest. Now this palm rest basically hooks on, there's little hooks just on the palm rest there. It's not magnetic or anything else, which actually, in my opinion, I think it would have been better off if they did go with a magnetic option, or at least an option that clicks in securely, because when I did move the keyboard around, this did come off a few times. Which is, not a big deal. It's easy to put back on again, but I think maybe with a few magnets that would make everything a little bit better. But this palm rest as well is not going to flex or break. Like, even for a palm rest, there is very little flex in this, and resting your palms on it, it's not going to give or anything like that. So really like that palm rest compared to others that I've used that are quite weak and flimsy, and they include it purely as a I guess a marketing thing to include it on the box, but you wouldn't use it. This one, definitely have been using it. It's really nice. The bottom of the keyboard, the actual feet, there are little rubber feet, which is nice. It's not going to scratch your desk. It's not going to slip around or anything like that. So it's really nice that they've thought about that as well. If we go to the bottom, you've got, it basically saying 5 volts for the power, so just any standard USB port would be fine. They've actually got rubber feet all over the bottom of the keyboard, not just on the little leg, but all over the bottom, which is really nice. But yeah, this keyboard is really premium. That's probably the best way to put it. I think when you think of Asus ROG Strix Flare components, you think of premium, you think of stuff that's going to last a long time. If you look at their graphics cards, their motherboards, anything that I've used from Asus over the years has always stood up, and it's been super reliable. And I think that's going to be the same situation with the keyboard as well. So that's my thoughts and opinions on the keyboard. I've been using it. I'm probably going to still use it for my gaming, writing my scripts. I'll just have to see whether or not the blue switches are right for me, because that's at the end of the day a personal preference. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you did like this video, chuck it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down, and maybe let me know why in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, you can hit me up down there as well, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys and answer those questions. If you want to buy this product, I'll leave a link to where to buy it at JW Computers down below, as they were the ones who sent it out to me for testing and for review. This is not a paid video or a sponsored video or anything like that. They just wanted to send it out to me, get me to have my thoughts and opinions on the product, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing it with you today. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.